Here's a question that keeps coming up and we are continually asked. The question is, are we going into a recession? It's important to remember that recession does not equal housing crisis. According to Doug Bryant, CEO of Myriad Property Management, he states, with the exception of 2 recessions, one being the Great Recession from 2007 to 2009 and the Gulf War recession from 1990 to 91, no other recessions have impacted the U.S. housing market. According to Freddie Mac's Price Home Index data collected from 1975 to 2018, here's an example of a graph with information from CoreLogic that shows just that. Obviously, the last crash of the housing market in 2008 saw a devastating decrease in home prices because of what was happening. In 2008, loans that were rated as D loans were being sold as A loans. Also back then, we had stated income loans, where people could just state what they made without proving it, and therefore often weren't truthful and couldn't afford the payments. So we had major defaults. Also back then, homes from one month to the next were appraising for $20,000, $30,000, or even as high as $100,000 more than the previous month. That does not make sense and should have never happened. So we have to understand that 2008 is much different than what is happening right now. After 9/11, we saw some similar actions. As we were seeing today, the shock of the current situation has generated fear, angst, and anxiety amongst the general public. During 9/11, people avoided crowds as they believed another terrorist attack was coming and are acting the same today to avoid getting sick. The same parts of the economy are under pressure: airlines, leisure, hospitality, restaurants, and entertainment, consumer discretionary services in general. It's as though all of these services came to a halt, so our economy has been put on pause as people are sheltering in place. So if we compare this to 9/11 and the dot-com crash, we see the S&P 500 dropping drastically from September of 2000 until October of 2002. However, at the same time, we saw an increase in the annual home price appreciation, ranging from 6.6% to 8.6%. Obviously, this was very different from what we saw in 2008. I hope these facts have helped ease some of the questions you have around the housing market and what is going on. Feel free to reach out to me here at the Shackleton Group with any questions or concerns. We are always here to help. I'm Shawn Shackleton, helping clients one relationship at a time.